So welcome everyone to this 5-year plan video. Today you're not going to be seeing my face, but you will be seeing my notebook and my various drawings that I have to show you. And yes, we're just going to go through it, like what I'm planning for myself and my author career in the next 5 years. First thing, I want to make a distinction between what is a goal and what is a dream. Hold on, my cat is busy being a gremlin, and I will be having some tea during this video. So if you want some tea, get yourself some tea. Okay, first let's separate like the difference between a goal and a dream. Now, I've seen other people on AuthorTube make this type of video. I was inspired particularly by Marta, who made this type of video probably a few months ago. I'm always like a few months late on the catch-up. But yes, goals and dreams are different because goals are things that you can self-achieve, and that I can do them through hard work. So these are things that I can control for the most part. There's always a chance of like randomness or luck playing into some things in goals, but for the most part, these are things that I can do. Now, dreams are things that are not in my control. These are things that would be nice to have, but there's a certain amount of like luck in it, and timing, of course, comes into play. And these are things that can only be achieved through outside forces. And I know I don't know how to spell the word achieved right, so I'm sorry for this typo. Yes, so this is the difference between a goal and a dream in my mind. Now let's get into what I would like to see for myself in 5 years. The first thing I'm going to talk about are my goals. These are, man, I really hope you can't hear my cats right now because they are being like so interested in the window right now. But the first thing I want to talk about are my goals, the goal side of this diagram. So first we have cozy office. I think can I stick this here? Yes, amazing. These might not all fit on this side of it because I got 4 of them, but here we go. A cozy office. I would like to have an office that feels like mine, that I have comfortable furniture in, and I think I am somewhat of the way there in achieving that, but I would like it to feel even cozier. I want like nice lighting, nice furniture. I want good vibes, and I feel like I have some of that so far, but mostly it's money standing in the way of me making my office as cozy as I would like it. So yeah, that's like something for future me when I have a job to do. And speaking of job, my next goal is to have a job that lets me write. I'm just checking to make sure this is in frame. Excellent, it's in frame. So there are some, and this is a briefcase, by the way. So there are some jobs that let you write either during that job, like some jobs have like just gaps in the natural work day, or what I also mean by this is a job that doesn't drain me so fully creatively that I still feel like creating at the end of the day. So I'm not sure what synergy will happen here or what needs to happen here, but that is like what I'm envisioning for the future is a job that also lets me write in some fashion, because that would be like really the ideal life for me in 5 years. I'm about to graduate from my master's program. I'll be 24 then. And yeah, 5 years after that, I would like to be in a place where I am actively writing novels and working and like being successful in both of those areas of my life. In terms of writing, something else I would like to achieve in 5 years is to finish Project Fae. Now, Project Fae is my YA Renaissance-inspired fantasy romance project, and I started it this year, so it's 2023 now, and I would ideally like to have finished it by, I guess, 2028. That year doesn't even feel real right now, but yeah, that's when I would like to have finished it. So I just started the first draft, and this book has got pottery and like research and a love triangle, and this is a symbolic necklace that is in the book now. It also relates to the title. It's super great. Like I just got to that moment in Project Fae where I said the title in prose, so that was like really exciting. And so far the draft is at 70K plus the outline, so like all that is included in one document. So like I'm a good of a way through the first draft, and I feel like me and my co-creator will be able to finish this book by 2028, which doesn't even feel real. But yeah, I think I can do that in 5 years. And the last one, which I think I'm gonna put, I guess down here, because it's also a project, but I would also like to finish Project Popstar by 2028. Now, I haven't talked that much about this project because it's still like in the very early stages of drafting, but it's like, yeah, it's basically just like a strange little experimental book that I'm writing. It's LGBT plus, it's got music in it, it's got basically the history of a band that went wrong, and like the main character is like trying to come to like terms as what the heck happened in the past like 5 years in the history of this book, while she's also exploring what happened to her father and how he was involved with that. So it's basically just little music angsty baby that ideally as a stretch goal I would like to have finished by 2028, but Project Fae is going to be my first priority on that, because I just like writing it right now. Who knows, these things might swap, but right now I'm working on Project Fae, so I'm feeling more Project Fae vibes. Let's get into the dream category. So yes, I also have 4 dreams laid out in these 5 years. I guess I should have done 5, but I didn't have another color of sticky note, so it wouldn't have worked out anyway. Now, if you have been following my channel, you know, or at least somewhat know, you might be aware of, you might have guessed, that I am querying my last project, which is called Seaside. And so basically in 5 years, I would love to have trad pubbed Seaside. As part of the note isn't sticky. What do I do? Let's just leave that there. Yeah. Oh, not gonna be there. How about stay there? Stay. Okay. So in 5 years, I would love to have trad pubbed, not specifically Seaside as I'm showing here, but anything I would like to have been traditionally published in the next 5 years. Now, this is not something I can necessarily control. There's a lot of things that are out of my control in trad pub, like getting an agent, convincing an editor, selling to a publishing house, things coming out, and that could well take more than 5 years, and it could not even be Seaside in the end. That doesn't really matter to me at this point when I'm thinking about the like ambiguous dream of being traditionally published. But yes, that is something I would like to do in the next 5 years, but it's mostly out of my control because of the querying stage. There's really nothing else I can do with Seaside aside from keep querying. So yeah, that's a dream of mine. And these things kind of build on each other. These are all like have to do with TradPub really, because the next thing I would like to do requires me to have a book cover, and that is to publish, if I can get the sticky note to lie correctly, I would like to publish writing sprint timers with my book cover on them on YouTube. I really love live streaming, and writing sprints are a huge part of that. I'm really into like connecting with my community this way, and I feel like if I had book timers that were of my own cover art, like that would be just so amazing and like so cool. So yeah, that's like a little small dream of mine, but I think that would be really cool. And I haven't seen, as far as I'm aware, I haven't seen that done on YouTube. So if you want to take that idea, go ahead. Go ahead and do it. I think it's so cool and so neat. But yes, I would love to like have a book cover and make it a writing timer. The next one is, I started getting a little delulu about just practicing my author signature because I would love to do a book signing. And yes, this does require my book being published. This requires my people people like reading my book and then people coming to me like at a signing and waiting in line and then getting a book signed by me. I don't know if that will be able to happen in 5 years, but I would like to do that. Yeah, just in general in my life. If it happens in 5 years, that'd be amazing. But yeah, it's not something I can control. If you'd like to see my author signature, this is at least what it is in 2023. Gosh, am I gonna be able to remember it? Okay, hold on. I'll do it maybe 3 times. Yeah, that one's not so bad. And I kind of think the quicker you do it, like, the better it is, like, the messier, the better. And the last thing, I did these color orders wrong. They're gonna match. That's okay, I'll get over it. The last thing I would like to happen in 5 years is to have a quote-unquote secure author quote-unquote career. Now, this is really a dream because what even is secure? Because what even is secure and what even is career when it comes to being an author? But ideally, I would like to feel somewhat secure and like I have somewhat a career as an author, and that I don't mean that as it being my full-time career. I just mean it's like it feeling like I have a foothold in it, feeling like I can, I can do this. Like I can keep writing books and keep selling them, and like ideally, I would like to have that feeling, and that would be either through like multi-book contracts. I'm not talking about like having a 6-book series. I have no ambitions for a 6-book series. But just like, yeah, being able to like see down the road, like, yeah, this is how my books are gonna go. This is how they might come out. Or like having like somewhat of an income from writing books in 5 years. And I think this is a really ambitious goal. Like this would, like, the dominoes would have to fall perfectly for this one to happen. But yeah, these are my goals and dreams for the next 5 years. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. Something I'd like to know from you is what you have in mind for the next 5 years of your author life, writing life, even like your career life. How do you see like writing blending with your actual job in the future, if at all? You can subscribe to this channel if you want to see if any of this happens in the next 5 years. I can guarantee one of these projects will be finished in 5 years, and I will have a cozy office. The others, a little bit more up in the air, but keep your fingers crossed for me. Press your thumbs. We'll just see what happens. Thank you for joining me along the journey of me trying to be a traditionally published author. Let me know your goals in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.